as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's got room.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Gabriel Davis
from 21 yards away.
And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brian Robinson Jr.
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
65. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Bo Melton, 70 yards, and the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to,
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 15. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A short kick taken at the 18 and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second and 3. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Second and 2. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. On play action, now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now. Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats at the line ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Matt Judon, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. This a quick pass to Davis. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Garoppolo looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, They try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hey, Grant, you tell him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Room here to run. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past